The last Nintendo store we went to was Shibuya Parko in Japan, but here in Thailand, there's actually one inside of the Siam Paragon Mall. Folks, today I'm going to take you inside the Nintendo store, and we're going to look at the prices, and we're going to take a look at absolutely everything on the shelf. So come with me to the Nintendo store in Bangkok, Thailand. Let's go. Maybe I'm out of the loop, but I was just in this mall and I didn't even know that there was a Nintendo store in here until I saw that gigantic red classic banner that screams Nintendo. When you walk in, you're greeted by this gigantic Super Mario Wonder Elephant Mario, and then there's a wall of plushies. These plushies are all adorable. Nintendo, Nintendo, Nintendo. Rows of Nintendo plushies. Crazy beautiful. I like the Boko Goblins. Is it just me, or does Zelda have a 5 head on this? And let's take a look at the pricing over here. That is a little bit too expensive for my taste for a plushie, especially when we're doing the conversion rate. I'll pop it up on the screen right over here. But then again, I was expecting it to be different Nintendo pricing for Thailand, but it's not. I guess it's kind of the same worldwide. They do charge quite a bit for plushies, and that's just how it is. That's the Nintendo way, I guess. But all of these are adorable. You see those baby Rosalina, baby Peach, baby Daisy, and then look at those cat toads and all those different colored Yoshis. There's even a plushie for your favorite mole character here on this wall. Birdo, they're showing some love for Birdo, and all of these little Bowser plushies. And I was actually shocked to see how many Kirby plushies there were, and they even gave love to some of the most, underrated characters in the Kirby series, like that little polar bear guy. Love his mustache. And the chef. I love the chef so much. They had 3 different kinds of Isabelle plushies. That was really awesome. And I love the Pikmin plushies over here as well. But once again, a bit too rich for my blood. I'm not going to be picking up any of these. For $44 Canadian, would you guys pick up a plushie? We're going to keep on walking here. Nintendo Switch stuff is filling up a couple rows. All of the pricing is the exact same as back home in Canada or America. There's virtually no difference. The prices have gone up on video games, so you're looking at about 110 Canadian dollars or so for a single Switch 2 video game. They do have some cool Pokemon accessories, and I'm glad that the Team Rocket set here isn't sold out at all when it comes to Pokemon cards. Look at this awesome binder of the Eeveelutions. This is really cool. I really like that a lot. And then there's that Sunflower, Politoed, Poliwag thing there. These Pikachus in a can are 690 Thai Baht. That's not terrible for that. And then there's these mini Starry Dream figures, and that 270 Thai Baht. I'm gonna put up the conversion. Nope, I take that back. It's 550 Thai Baht. I'll put up the conversion rate right here. And these are awesome. Villain costume Pikachus. They have the whole set. If you want your Pikachu to look like a Team Rocket grunt, you can. And then they got the Funko Pops. Them Funko Pops are, standard Funko Pop pricing, 690 Thai Baht. Everything is displayed super well, and I'm surprised that they don't put a lot on the shelves. They don't overcrowd things, and I think that's pretty cool. I don't know whether it's just like a lack of stock or it's just like to showcase things a little bit better, but they don't overcrowd things, and I like that. It's minimal, it looks clean, and look at this Super Mario Wonder plushie. How much is this? The talking flower is 1290 baht. I think the plushie is neat, but 1290 baht is a bit steep for me. Maybe for you it isn't, but for me it's not going to be picked up today. They do have a great selection of Nintendo Switch 2 first-party titles here. Everything that you see here is in stock. You just need to ask. And the prices of each one of the games are equivalent to what you see back in Canada. And look at these Super Mario towels. These Super Mario towel sets are great. I love them. Good colors. A lot of fun. They have all the sports titles for the Nintendo Switch OG. Those have gone up in price, unfortunately. But we're going to walk on over here and take a look at some of this Kirby merch. I love that. Poo 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 and Friends. That's so cute. And the Waddle Dees, the little tiny Waddle Dees. Those are great figures. The 5-head Zelda is here. And then you got these little tote bags. This is a very awesome tote bag. And it is 1090 Thai Baht. And this pencil case, I think, was 550 Thai Baht. So about $40 for the tote, and then $23 for the little pencil case thing. Oh, look at that. Kat's got her eye on one of these walking Psyducks that just look confused. That's cute. $12.90, so about $40-50 for these figures. They're nice figures, absolutely, but I think I'm not gonna say anything about pricing. They're cute. They're cute. If it was my last day in Thailand and I didn't pick anything up and I had some Thai Baht left, you know, who's for me to say what's expensive and what's not expensive? 790 Thai Baht for the Blastoise, and then these Poke Piece house sets, adorable. I've seen these all over the place, and I think it's cute that you can just connect all of these little houses together, and these things are just cute, guys. As for the video games, what's great being in the Asian countries is they do have some titles that we don't get back at home, like the Spy Family Anya Distant Memories game, 2090 Thai Baht there. There's some Gundam games, there's the Rhythm Heaven games, Taito no Heaven, they have the Doraemon games, they have the Crayon Shinchan games, and they have like different variant covers for certain games as well. Some of these games are a little bit more pricey than norm. For example, Samba de Amigo is like a $20 game back home, but here it's full price. They got these Pokemon Keychains, the Clodsire is pretty good, Mew, Snorlax, Psyduck, all your favorites. These are cute. And how much are they? About 20 bucks Canadian as well. So that's that. And as you can see here, it's not a very big Nintendo store, but it is very well put together. One thing that I wish that this thing had, that the Japanese one has, is one of those gigantic gacha machines, so that you can get those little tiny keychains of the controllers. Those are nice. And 990 Thai Baht for the Eeveelutions. They have all of them, and I like that. They have a ton of Eevees, and I see that these plushies tend to go quite a bit faster than everything else in the store. People go crazy for Pokemon. I get the hype. I'm a Pokemon fanatic myself. I'm very, very much excited for the new games coming out on the Switch 2. ZNA, it's a day one pickup for me. I don't know about you guys. Let me know in the comments below if you're going to pick it up day one. And once again, that 990 Thai Baht for the Eeveelutions, you're looking at about like 42 Canadian dollars, dollar reduce. And they got a good selection of Amiibo here. Not as big of a collection as you would see in Japan, but they do have a good selection here. Some Kirby plushes, some Mario keychains, some KK Slider keychains. That's awesome. And then all of the Nintendo Switch games that they have on offer. They have all of the first party stuff. They do have a couple of the exclusives. And look, they got Alarmo here. 45.90 Thai Baht. About 196 Canadian dollars after the conversion rate there for that little alarm clock there. It's cool. It does all the Nintendo sounds that you want it to. I unfortunately don't have $196 laying around for an Alarmo. I'm hoping to maybe pick one up the next time I'm in Japan, though. If I can get it for cheap, if I can get it second hand in the 70 to 80 Canadian dollar range, I'd definitely pick one up. But this is a little bit too much for me. They got some stickers here, some washi tapes, little coin purses. My one regret was maybe not picking up one of those coin purses because my pockets are just filled with change here in Thailand. I got too many coins and not enough coin purse. I'll tell you that much. These are cute. Cat is automatically drawn to anything that has to do with scrapbooking, so I'm just gonna walk past her. Nope. She sees the controllers. She saw the Fortnite controller. She saw the Mario controller. I'm gonna have to push her a bit. She gets stick drift on all the controllers. Every single controller in the house has stick drift now. So I'm gonna start sending her a bill.
God bless her soul. They have the Switch 2 Pro controllers available in stock. These are very, very comfy. I have one myself. It's great. Good grip on them. I like the back buttons. And then there's these big old Pikachu plushies. These are, the same, about 45 Canadian dollars. Same as all the other plushies. Seems to be the theme here. 45 if you want a plushie here at the Nintendo Store. These are cute. All the starters. They got a couple of the dragons. Dragon Pokemon's Golem, Quagsire. Very neat. And some of the Pikmin stuff that they have here. Same pricing across the board. That's pretty much it. That's, let's see here. Yeah, on par with everything else in the store. DK Bonanza, I still haven't picked this one up yet. I'm very excited to try it. I've played the demo and I've had a great time. It's just that I don't know if I'm going to have time to play it anytime soon. So I'm holding off a bit until maybe the winter, and hopefully prices come down on Switch 2 titles. And then they have some hand towels, some mini tiny cups for kids. This is a good price, 390 baht, about $16 Canadian. That's neat. And then they got the old little pajamas there. And that's it. That's the whole Nintendo store in Thailand. Very clean, very well put together. For more food, travel, gaming, more, give us a subscribe and I'll show you more of Bangkok. There's actually a store in the same mall that offers a lot more Nintendo licensed things, and a little bit cheaper actually, and it's not too far. I'm gonna do a video on that soon, so make sure to subscribe and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye for now.